Looks like Admiral Durril's got all his ships firing now. Scrim Island's energy shield is holding. Still no response from the insurgents on Bataan.
That will soon change. By ordering fire from all of his ships, Durril has now demonstrated their full capabilities.
Shield seems to be opening. The island commander is smart. He's counterattacking after the ships close-marked all their positions. And those counterattacks have perfect timing. Ion fire. Direct hits on the Judicator. Whoever's in charge down there is good. Now Durril's just flailing. He doesn't seem to see the northern shoreline opening up. Damn! A turbo laser? Donassius never said the island had functional turbo lasers.
He may not have known. An attack focused on the Judicator's portside flank opposite to the direction of the insurgent freighter.
Freighter? Where?
Flying eastward from the island, running low and on minimal power, which renders them largely invisible to ships already under attack.
And to ships that aren't under attack but are concentrating all their attention on the ships that are. Okay, I've got them now. I fell for the trick too.
It's angling away from the planet. Hail it. A tight comm signal to keep the conversation private. We're the Slipknot, and you're a weapons smuggler named Horatio Fig.
So that's the real reason you put us in a captured smuggling ship. Am I buying or selling?
Whichever will gain us an invitation to visit his base.
Unidentified freighter, this is the freighter Slipknot. Looks like you're scorching out of here. You need any assistance?
Don't even think about it, Slipknot.
Not thinking it. Just trying to start a friendly conversation. If I'm right about your current cargo, there might be something I could take off your hands. Or maybe you'd like to add a little frosting to your new cake.
You deal?
Little of everything. Since you just hit a military base, I'm guessing you're mostly interested in weapons. You in the market, or aren't you?
We might be. Boss says he's willing to talk. I'll send you the coordinates. Jump whenever you're ready.
What about the Judicator?
There's no aid we can render. I've already transmitted an emergency distress signal on Admiral Durril's behalf. Our efforts are best directed elsewhere.
This is your old lieutenant's plaque, isn't it? The one you modified with the remote? But why the blaster burn?
You took the tunic from an officer you killed. You wear it because it intimidates people. And yes, I modified the remote for our current need. Push the top left tile when the time comes.
That time being?
You'll know. Hide the holdout blaster. It will look suspicious if you don't have one. The other is a sample of what you're selling.
Where will you be?
Engineering our escape. In the meantime, learn as much about them as you can.
Well, well. Horatio Fig, was it? An Imperial. What a surprise.
And you're exactly the kind of idiot that I wear this for. Did you even notice that it doesn't fit? Or perhaps the blaster burn?
You deal in antiques, too?
Part stock, part insurance. You'd be surprised how many customers try to walk off without paying.
Personally, I'd have blown you into dust and been done with it back on Bataan. But the boss wanted to see you. So I guess you get to live a little longer.
He won't regret... Cygni!
So you remember me from our Tabana gas encounter. It's good to see you again, Commander Vanto. And please, call me Nightswan. I'm glad that Admiral Thrawn sent you to seek me out. I always thought you'd been dealt a bad set of cards. Your presence here means you'll be spared what the rebels on Bataan are doing to him right now.
Does he think Thrawn is directing that botched attack against the Bataan insurgents? Star Destroyers are pretty tough ships. The island also has only one turbo laser. He may survive.
Perhaps, but it doesn't really matter. Losing his command ship is a blunder even he can't withstand. Whatever highly placed friends he has, they'll have no choice but to turn their backs on him.
Though even Bataan may not be enough, considering how Thrawn happened to be admitted into the Navy in the first place.
A non-human from the unknown regions. It would have to be someone very highly... No. Wait. Hell and Brimstone. That was him. I heard about it a couple of years ago from someone working the Thrugi asteroids. An unknown non-human, blue skin, red eyes, who teamed up with a Jedi general during the Clone Wars.
Anakin Skywalker.
Yes, General Skywalker. So you do know the story. Yes?
No one else aboard the Slipknot, but listen. The engine compartment's showing a radiation leak. It looks bad. Should we tractor the whole thing out of the bay before it goes critical?
No need to go to such extremes, it's just a ploy. There will be another Imperial or two hiding among the baffles. Armed, of course, so be careful. I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted. You're probably wishing you tried something else.
I didn't know I'd be playing to an audience who'd already put on the same show.
Let's talk about you. With Thrawn about to leave the stage, your career will finally be out of his shadow. It has been rather in his shadow, hasn't it?
I'm not worried about it. I'm a commander with a fairly decent list of victories on my ledger, and I'd like to think I've picked up one or two friends along the way.
A wild space nobody who spent his entire career as a house pet to a non-human. Do you really think you have friends on Chorus? Captain, what's going on?
This way! Welcome aboard, Commander. We should be clear before they realize we're not part of their group.
So that's why we're taking this one instead of ours?
An unexpected bonus. My primary goal was data that might have been left uncleared on this ship's computer. Navigational records in particular that might point us to bases and supply lines. You were taken to their leader, I assume. Was it Nightswan?
You knew it would be him, didn't you?
I didn't know for certain, but I suspected.
Knowing who I was up against could have been extremely useful.
On the contrary, you produced a convincing performance because you were genuinely surprised. He needed to believe we'd been caught unawares. Now, time to return to Baton and see how Admiral Durril's task force has fared.
And after that, we were able to make running repairs on the engines and get out of range. I apologize for my failure, Fleet Admiral Donassius, but my next assault will succeed.
Perhaps. Admiral Kinshara, your report?
The insurgents at Donash have been dealt with, Fleet Admiral. However, prisoner interrogation suggests that a large portion of their forces were already transferred to Baton.
Excellent. All the barks in a single hound. That much easier to roll up the lot of them. Admiral Thrawn.
Summon is likewise pacified. 2 enemy ships were destroyed, 4 ships captured. A considerable array of small arms ordnance was also captured.
Without your actual presence, I'm told.
The action was carried out under my direction, Admiral.
I see. Admiral Durril, when will the 103rd be able to travel?
We can re-engage in 30 hours, sir.
I didn't ask when you could fight, Admiral. I asked when you could travel.
5 hours, perhaps. But with all due respect, sir...
In 5 hours, you are to bring your task force to the Marleyvane shipyards for repair. Admiral Thrawn, you said you needed to gather intelligence on the Baton insurgents. How much time will you need?
Sir, I must protest. This operation was given to me. I'm perfectly capable of seeing it through.
Actually, Fleet Admiral, the gathering is complete. I can eliminate them whenever you wish.